fact that this crew was on a hat-trick of world titles in an Olympic year made no difference to the routine. As the training intensified, the winter air carried the sounds of a more aggressive and determined eight. Rowing was still carried out after work, but now it often carried on into the night.
These are the results we had back this week, Aaron. The two interesting ones, if you like.
For coach Harry Mann and crew Dr. Mike Bowen, the regular physicals on the crew were one of those vital extras fitted around the long days of part-timers.
One guy that, you know, perhaps a little concerned about is Nigel, where he's started off fairly low and his graph is just going up. And he was the one guy that...
The tests are basic, the bare minimum by overseas standards. But here, the bare minimum is all that is asked. Austerity breeds faith in the raw ability of the oarsman. It was argued that the Russian boycott of the Olympics had handed the New Zealanders the gold medal on a plate. While they trained alone on Lake Karapiro, on the other side of the world, the rivals were already racing. In Europe, the Canadians had broken the world record. A day later, the Americans had beaten the crack East German crew. There was no doubt in the minds of this crew that winning gold in Los Angeles was far from certain. In the final days of training, there was a renewed urgency. Time trials had proved they were ready, as fast, if not faster, than last year. But running time trials is one thing, racing another. It would be on the Olympic course that they would get their first opportunity to race, and the news from Los Angeles was not encouraging. While the American public could happily ignore the Soviet boycott, rowing officials could not. It seemed that with the reduced number of entries, the first and only race for the New Zealanders would be the final. Midsummer in the City of the Angels. Bustle, heat, smog, and the 23rd Olympiad. The Americans had promised the world a games to remember. They would be the most strictly policed, as well as the most unashamedly patriotic.
Another day in the high 70s as Los Angeles warms up for the 1984 Olympics in 2 weeks. And say the good news, in 4 weeks, they'll all be over. Paul McCartney playing games of a different kind here at KHJ.
All I need is one ticket.
Los Angeles is one of the world's largest urban sprawls. Venues for the games were scattered over a radius of 250 kilometers. To avoid traveling huge distances in the heat, the New Zealanders had decided not to live in the Olympic Village. Instead, they arranged their own accommodation just 15 minutes drive from the rowing venue. It put them offside with the Olympic Organizing Committee from the outset. To local fishermen, Lake Casitas was a patch of clear water in barren semi-desert. But in the land of instant coffee and instant divorce, instant landscape was no problem. In a matter of weeks, the facilities for international competition went up, and the desert was transformed into instant lush. But like every other venue at these games, the first thing in place was the security.
Yep. Don't mind them, we lock them up every day. 65 blue.
Throughout the duration of the games, it would be a constant battle of wits.
I didn't need a tag for today. I'm gonna lift mine.
You don't have your badge?
I'm gonna lift it on the TV, hanging on it. Yep.
Where is it?
On the TV at home. On the TV.
Oh, you left it at home.
Oh yeah. I need a identity tag for the back.
Okay. Well, what you have to do is I'm sorry, but you have to go down to the trailer again.
Yeah, right.
Go on the outside and just get a little badge.
Coach, where's your badge?
It was a case of cock-a-hoop colonials versus security-conscious Americans.